We are breaking 7 days a week on the Real Sports Cards app, available on the Google Play and Apple App Store. We've been breaking since 2016 and offer a variety of breaks, including pick your teams and pick your players, random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earned rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions from breaks include a review and a wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged for anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process, where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards that you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And again, we will handle everything from there. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services can now be found as buttons in the description of every break. In case you haven't heard, we now offer direct in-app support for anything you might need from us. Whether you've got a question about a specific break, about shipping, about sending cards to PSA or eBay consignment, or anything else that you might need, this is the place to do it. There are a couple of different ways to get there. Within the app, you can click on Community down at the bottom and then click on Messages up at the top. Then choose either Minnesota or Wisconsin supports to ask your question. Or you can just click into any break and then click the blue support button, and it will automatically open up the support chat for the location that's hosting that particular break. This lets us know exactly which account is asking the question, and it helps ensure that we can get back to you in a timely manner.
All right, how we doing, everyone? Titus here, ready to get started with some Series 2 hockey. Let's do this. So I got a couple cases of Series 2 that I'll be ripping tonight. Let's go ahead and dig in here. Casey says, "Go Canadians!" All right, let's do it. I mean, they're on the cover. That's got to be good, right? Find some Nemitov for you. Got the canvas young gun in here, right? Let's dig in. Box number 1. If you're in hockey last night too, I just ripped that clear cut box. Got that stashed with the break. So I got another pick your team filling right now. I also have a full case drafted teams. Everybody wants to hop on that. Got personals available. I don't think we have any Series 2 available tonight for personals, but we have a bunch more Series 2 showing up tomorrow, and can do personals then. So we'll probably have it on personals and the Upper Deck shop starting tomorrow. Yeah, we've had crazy amount ripped in store, even with it showing up late today. All right, some sleeves out here. Let's do this. Good luck, everyone. That's sweet. Still ours on the canvas. Slaps of Beckett Senek. Easton Cowan, base Young Guns for the Maple Leafs. Gustafsson, vibing. Maple Leafs going to J-Man on Easton Cowan. Russ Canucks. Emmett Finney for the Red Wings. Stankoven, Hurricanes. A clear cut. First clear cut going to Michael Brown. There you go. Lifelong Red Wing fan. First hockey break. Let's go. We got Young Guns for you already. I do have your Optic Hobby box here too. There's Tomasek for the Oilers. So if we want to try to sneak it in at the end of this, we'll see where the next hockey PYT is at. But if we want to do it on this stream or whatever, I do have it here in the studio. Encore Red Suzuki. Oh, it is numbered at the top there. Out of 199, Canadians, Casey. Let's go. How have cases been? This is the first one that I've opened. I talked to some of the guys that are ripping in the store. They're very happy with it. I don't have the case in here anymore, but they hit a Schaefer Teammates Young Gun out of 250 earlier today. The first case from the Minnesota store. Tusky Young Guns. Mitt? Question mark? Love that. Dazzlers Robert Thomas. So I'm going to pull out some of the stuff like the Dazzlers and the Vet Canvas cards. And we'll do some sleeving afterwards. But I'll get all the Young Guns and Young Gun Canvas, Black and White Canvas. All of those I'll take care of right away. The Ferrier. Dominic James Young Guns for the Lightning. Ristolainen. The Flyers. Sonny Outburst. Kenzie Blackwood and Ryan Green for the Blackhawks. Flyers going to Don Mega. Clear cut wasn't crazy. It was just Stankoven for the Hurricanes. Start that off up there. Ooh, there you go, Gary. Full case pre-order. Yeah, I'm just gonna stash these for now. Yeah, we're gonna start getting more Upper Deck stuff. So I don't know if we'll do pre-orders, but we should start having cases available on stuff like on release day. So if you guys are looking for a place to get cases from, now with the 2 stores, we're gonna start getting quite a bit more Upper Deck stuff. So in the past, it's been like, man, we barely have enough to cover the store and breaks, but we'll start being able to offer more. So that's part of the reason we are going to have that just permanent Upper Deck store available on the app. There's actually only a handful of retailers that are even allowed to sell sealed Upper Deck new release products online. Appreciate that, Gary. Yeah, especially in the U.S. It's a little bit more open in Canada for people to do that, but here in the U.S., like it's really just a handful of places that you can even buy them. Program of Excellence. I think these are like 1 in 96 packs or something. Ryan Suzuki. That's awesome. Put that up there. Samashev for Utah Mammoth. Yamakar, if you know, you know. Speckle. Those are not numbered. Nick Evans, Canadians. Canvas. I was saying yesterday, it would be really fun to do the canvas set for the entire year. Nikishin for the Hurricanes. Fluorescence, Matthew Schaefer. For Schaefer for us. Islanders are going to Brian D. Fluorescence red. Good Silk Devils. The next young gun here. Al, the Fleer Ultra hockey set is fantastic. We're working on the rainbow here. You almost have to at this point. I was trying to talk Michael into doing these crazy chases, but Stankoven exclusives to 100 already has the clear cut. I mean, so at that point you might as well. But yeah, Fleer Ultra hockey was a lot of fun. We ripped a bunch of it now. Tristan Leno for the Islanders. Trocheck Dazzlers. Atherson Senators. Jack Williams, young gun for the Blue Jackets. Yeah, a lot of low-numbered stuff in that Fleer Ultra. Coleman for the Flames on the outburst. Solmark Senators. Shabanov Islanders. So 2 Islanders in that one, but not the one we're looking for. So the Connor says, who's the most expensive hockey team to make the playoffs this season? Exactly sure what you're asking, like in the break? Islanders are the most expensive team, and then Sharks, Wild. Indians are up there. And just have one more PYT filling for tonight. And then I do have a drafted teams as well. Drafted teams kind of a fun way to go after Schaefer without having to pay the $500 for the PYT spot. All right, let's get going here. Eklund Glow Up, Bernacchi Canvas. Soon you have it for the Flames. Let them cook. The Sparkle. Probably don't need to pull out the Sparkles, honestly. Ty Mueller. Another Canucks on the exclusive Young Gun to 100. There we go. That's the type of stuff we're looking for. Canucks are going to go to Don Mega. And I will swap that into the mitts. Stankoven. Yeah, running back a lot of the other stuff from last night's. You guys snapped them up, so you didn't really give me a choice. Nice German Hurricanes. Pedersen Dazzlers. Bertuzzi. Bernacchi Bruins. There you go. Fluorescence Dylan Duke. Red. So deluxe and exclusive in this box. We got Carson Soucy for the Rangers out of 250. Rangers going to Brad Newton. Charles Alexis Lego for the Hurricanes. Lexi. I need a pronunciation guide for some of these new names from Amel. Ben Kindle Penguins. Got Brad Marchand for the Panthers on the outburst. Panthers are going to Tugboats. Rodriguez for the Panthers. Another Tusky. I need a Tusky. Tusky young gun. No black and white canvases yet. I guess we did get the program of excellence, but the black and white are four per case. Or a couple boxes. This is box 4 here. Still 19 left in the next pick your team, and then 5 left in Pokemon for next break after that. We're going to do some personals in between. Good start on WWE. 37 left there, but there's like 70 spots. So some of the big ones had gone right away. Let's keep going. Box number 4. Schaefer. The portraits parallel here. So red fluorescence and then portraits speckle. Set these back just a tiny bit to give myself some more room. Canvas Young Guns of Zeev. Brunette Bruins. Brovsky. The Speckle. Monahan. Dominic James Lightning. Keegan Colasar for Vegas on the clear cut. Vegas going to J-Man. Red Ottinger vibing. Numbered out of 199. Stars on that. Going to Dax. Cheap spot. Get numbered card there. Colton Ellis, the Sabres. Cooley, Encore Blue. Beckett Portraits, Jack Williams. Martin. So Beckett's still no young gun, but gets a couple more cards in here at the inserts. Probably makes that a decent spot to grab. Lindstrom, Capitals. There we go. First Schaefer for us. A base young gun. Sanheim outburst for the Flyers. Pasternak and Shabanov Islanders again. Yeah, I missed earlier. I was saying this should get sorted and be ready to pick up or get shipped like pretty much right away. So finally getting all caught up. Zach is just finishing up the last couple of breaks from last night. And then he was gonna sort the Series 2 from this afternoon. So I don't know if he'll get to this one tonight, but if not, it'll be the first one that gets sorted tomorrow, which is great. All right, here we go. Box number 5. We got another numbered card here for the Stars. Slaps. Mikko Rantanen out of 199. Stars are going to Dax. Marshall Warren Islanders. Man, Islanders have a bunch of young guns in here. So, you know, it helps having the top one, but just on quantity, good team as well. Demidov for the Canadians on the portrait speckle. Ben Kindle canvas young guns. Gotta get that Demidov too. Casey. Misa, first Misa for us. Going to the Sharks. Sharks to Huskies forever. Malkin on the speckle. Hiskinen. Curtis Douglas on the young gun there. Well, I keep seeing this card, thinking it's like an image variation, but it's just base. Brock Nelson Avalanche on the outburst. And Byfield canvas Legalt Hurricanes. Mike Matheson, canvas. Gritting Flames. There's black and white canvas. Kyle Palmieri for the Islanders. Randy. Brunette Bruins once again. All right, one more box here in the first half. I like it, Garrett. Let's make it happen. I'd be happy to do that for you. I didn't want to get greedy, but the other day I said I was gonna hit a red outburst Schaefer. I feel like, have any of the big 101 Young Guns surfaced? Obviously, it's a flagship product. They make a lot of it, but I feel like the top couple ones are still out there. They started that with Bedard, 23-24. Sounds good, Garrett. You better get in the car right away. Jack Hughes on the blue encore. Curtis Douglas Lightning. Mark Stone Dazzler Schaefer encore. Hospital. There's Canvas Young Guns of Samashev. Lasto, Lightning. Sam Reinhart, Speckle. Cam Talbot, another Easton Cowan. Boone Jenner, Outburst. Hanifin, Kudravtsev. Geeky. There's the Young Gun teammates, stepbrothers, Schaefer and Gadcombe. It's awesome. Golden Deck Fluorescence Red. Fluorescence Gold or Yellow. Borski for the Blues. It's going to Danny. Never got a 150 gold. It's kind of sick. I said Danny. Ryan Green, Blackhawks. I'll do it for the first half here. That was just a Rantanen and base card, but it's sleeved now, so I don't know how that ended up in the sleeve stack. Sometimes you just get in sleeving mode and someone gets a free sleeve. All right, let's keep going. Glow Up Red. Evan Rodriguez at a 199. Panthers on that. Tugboats. Drink quick. Emmett Finney for the Red Wings. Ren Coots on the Dazzlers Blue Canucks. Out there on the Speckle. Give us Young Guns, Brady Martin, Nashville Predators. Kaplan Flyers. Dustin Wolf Speckle on the Sizzle Reel. Those Sizzle Reels are cool. They got a QR code on the back that you can scan and watch the play. Watch the highlights. Kind of awesome. Kinsey Weegar. Zeev on the Young Guns. Marchenko. Like they got the Fanatics logo on the side of the hat there. Lindell Fensor for the Hurricanes. Fox Canvas. Z going to Huskies. I think he just had so many cards that I kind of just assumed that he was in Series 1, but there we are. Marshall Warren for the Islanders. Pasternak. That's awesome. Little pasta with the dog. One of the Bruins. Brunicky for the Penguins. I did, Eric. I did rip the clear cut from last night's. I don't remember who it was now. It wasn't anything too crazy. But I did throw the link to it in the description of that break. So if you go to the break and just look in the description, there's a link to it. I think Danny got it. I can't remember what team he had that that hit it, but he's going to Danny. I blame Emil. Should have grabbed a better one for us. Camel on the Speckle, Boone Jenner, Canvas. Due for a numbered young gun. Sam Dickinson, Sharks. Hurdle Sizzle Reel. Speckle. Celebrini on the canvas. Taping the stick, I like it. Aim it. For the Avalanche. Monahan black and white canvas. All right. Blue Jackets. Demidov portraits. Pull it out. Shakir Mukhamadulian for the Sharks. Out of 250 deluxe. Sharks are going to Huskies forever. Blue Jackets to Tugboats on the Monahan. Eric, of this past year, 24-25, out of Vinen. I can check for you. Kaprizov from the Blue Encore. Hunter Height for the Wild. Cam Dazzler. Gunther Canvas. I don't think there's any out on the shelf, but you can definitely look. Perfetti. Might be something I could have brought over too for tomorrow if they have some at Champlin, Raquel, and Noah Leva for the Rangers. Yep, that's what I thought, Eric. Let me check. Looks like all sold out of that one as well, Eric. You like all the stuff that we don't have. You probably bought it all. No problem. I'm just gonna adjust that next PYT. Let's go 730. Eric, I was saying we're all sold out of the 24-25 Skybox Metal. Okay, well, let's keep going. Did have one more personal sell, so I'm gonna throw a note on there. Since we have a few, I'll probably do it on a separate. I'll fire up a separate stream for personal boxes, but we can do it right away after this. Yurov for the Wild on the Canvas Young Gun. Freddie Martin Predators. Base Young Guns. Darcy Kemper. Speckle. Jordan Greenway Sabres. As a Coward Oilers. Tomasek on the clear cut Young Gun for the Oilers. Oilers to J-Man. Like down to 15 left in that next Series 2 hockey PYT. Making some progress there. Nystrom Hurricanes. Yeah, the big teams went right away, so nothing too crazy. Bunch of $19 and $29 spots. Pop counts 1,000 Easton Cowan for the Maple Leafs. So again, these aren't technically numbered, but printing a 1,000 on that. And then there's like parallels that have lower print run. Maple Leafs are going to J-Man. Nice card. Brustwitz Flames. Rake Dazzlers. No Kates. It's a Heidigan for the Wild. About Outburst Young Gun of Zach Metza for the Sabres. Tugboat taking that one home. And keep getting those parallels up there. Yeah, we get Cowan up there too. Got 2 base Young Guns already, and then the pop counts. The Misa base. Breako and then Fensor Young Guns. 3 boxes left. You're in my first case of the night. Planning on doing 3. Got 4 pick your team and then a drafted teams. Full casers. They all fall on Pokemon. I'm not planning on dropping another one tonight, but try to random that off at the end here as well. That is sick. That'll be a fun random. Schaefer and Misa Deluxe Checklist. Out of 250. Whew. Islanders going to Brian D. And then Sharks to Huskies Forever. Oh, baby. That's awesome. So congratulations. Be a little bit of a sweat there. Sick. So we just need the deluxe base Young Gun of Schaefer. We got the teammates and the checklist now. Most Cider Blue Dazzlers. Crosby Speckle. Canvas Young Gun, Ty Mueller. Coots. Kirill on the Sizzle Reel Speckle. Sizzle Speckle. Young Gun Outburst of Lindbaum for Vegas. Golden Knights to J-Man. Kenny Malkin. There's Kaplan for the Flyers. Bouchard. Ty Mueller Canucks. Forsberg. Kudravitsev. Black and white canvas Young Gun. Ryan Green for the Blackhawks. Sick. Don Mega. Yurov. Alright, still 15 left. I am going to go 5 off on remaining teams here in the next series too. So like I said, they're all pretty cheap. 5 off is decent percent off there. Let's take a look. I'll turn on the closeout too, since they're all pretty cheap. Everybody's really feeling frisky. It's a lot of base cards. 15 teams. Justin Falk, blue. Taylor Ward, Kings. Austin Matthews, Dazzlers. Not seen any parallel Dazzlers yet. Not even a pink. JT Miller there on the slaps parallel. Newman in canvas. That actually might be a legend. Zeev? I'm like, wait a minute, Coyotes. I'll get Zeev top loaded, then I'll grab that. The legends are short printed. I think they're also 1 in 96. $97.98. Yeah. So Coyotes would go to Utah. Links to Rinks. Saddle. Robert Thomas canvas. Grid-in Flames. The follow for the Jets on the outburst. Palmieri. There's the base checklist. That in the mitts. So usually what we do is if we just get one, we'll random it off. If we get two, we split them evenly. Since we got one parallel and one base, I think the fair way to do it is we'll do a random, winner gets the deluxe, and then loser gets the base. If we do pull another one here in the last box, then we would just split the base. But I don't think get any complaints from doing it that way. Robert Thomas, black and white canvas for the Blues. Mets, Sabres. All right, one box left. 14 spots left in the next PYT. And we'll see if we can get that full. Slide Pokemon back a little bit. If we need to rip Pokemon first, that's about 20-minute break. 25-minute maybe. And we got one more pack of top loaders here. Nino, Winnipeg. Send in Palika, Red Wings. Base young gun there. Nick Paul, Lightning, Outburst. Cord, Suniev. There's Pink Dazzler, Connor McDavid. Nice, Oilers. That one top loaded. Minbomb, Vegas. Connor McDavid, Blue Dazzlers. Carlson canvas, Farinacci Bruins, Zeev on the red fluorescence, Ryan Ufko, Predators, Casper glow up, Speckle. Last little stack here. Jen Schwartz. Ben Kindle. Ovi. Let them cook. And that is going to do it here. So just ended up with the one Schaefer base young gun, but the deluxe checklist will be quite the sweat here at the end. All right. I won't go through them. Well, let's go through them. Kindle, Farinacci, Ufko, Sandin Palika, Suniev, Lindbaum, Ward, Gridden, Brunicki, Metza, Kaplan, Mueller, Kudravtsev, Yurov, Amitz, Kutz, Fensor, Heights, Brustowitz, Martin, Howard, Nystrom, Otavainen, Heights, Leba, Dickinson, Amit, Brunicki, Warren, Finney, Kaplan, Fensor, Kudravtsev, Green, Douglas, Dusto, Gridden, Brunette, Warren, Douglas, Legel, and Shabanov. I was just going to flip through them, but yeah. We'll practice them all. Williams, Ellis, James, Brunette, Farinacci, Kindle, Tusky, Legel, Nystrom, Suniev, Shabanov, Williams, Leno, Gritsuk, Nikishin, Simashev, Green, James, Tusky, Tomasek, and Finney again. All right, and then a couple that I top loaded. I got 2 Zeeves, 1 Misa. Outburst and Clear Cut here. I got Nick Paul, Iafalo, Lindbaum on the Young Guns, Outburst, Perfetti, Marchenko, Jenner, Nelson, Sanheim, Marchand, Ristolainen, and Coleman. And then Clear Cuts, Kolasar and Stankoven. Okay, start off with the Young Guns. We got Zeev, Ben Kindle, Brady Martin, Simashev, Yurov, and Ty Mueller. And then Black and Whites, Palmieri, Pasternak, Monahan, Robert Thomas. So I had 4 per case of those. And then 1 Black and Whites, Canvas Young Gun, Ryan Green for the Blackhawks. Some other ones here. I got Celebrini, just base, but Celebrini. So Legend, Teppo Numanen, and then Program of Excellence, Ryan Suzuki. Other inserts: Zeev, Red Fluorescence, McDavid, Pink Dazzler, and then Demidov, the Speckled Portrait. Some numbered stuff. I got Stankoven to 100 exclusives, Shakir McGamadulin out of 250, Rantanen 199, Ottinger 199, Nick Suzuki 199, Rodriguez 199, and then Deluxe Susi at a 250 for the Rangers. Showcase. I got Outburst Young Gun, Metza for the Sabres, Tugboat. That's Gold Fluorescence, Dvorsky for the Blues at a 150. Blues to Danny. Islanders to Brian D. Got the Schaefer Gatcom Teammates Young Gun, Schaefer Base Young Gun, Fluorescence Red, Speckle Portrait, and Encore. Then obviously shot at the one in the mitt, which we'll get to. Pop Count 1000 Easton Cowan, and then 2 Base Young Guns, Maple Leafs on those. Going to J-Man. Tomasek for the Oilers. On the Clear Cut Young Gun, Oilers to J-Man as well. Ty Mueller exclusive Young Gun out of 100. Canucks. Go to Don Mega. And then in the mitts, got the Young Gun checklist, 1 base, and 1 deluxe out of 250 of Misa and Schaefer. Whew. All right. Let's random it off. So down to 10 left in that next PYT. Okay, not too far to go there, but we'll keep an eye on that while we rip some personals quick. Okay, and then I'll random off Pokemon while I'm over here too. Okay. Let's see, they got Islanders on the left of the card here. And then Sharks on the right, so let's do it like that. Gotta be 4 or higher on the dice roll, so we will re-roll. Going 8 rounds. Good luck to the 2 of you. Yeah, always gotta be 4 or higher anytime we random something. Looks like Sharks it is. Sharks are going to Huskies forever. Congratulations on that. And then that means that I will give Islanders the base checklist. The runner-up prize. Let me throw this link in the break description. Okay, got that saved in there. And then let's do Pokemon. Cleavor started us off, and then card player 11 closed us. This one's going to be 4 or higher again. 8 rounds. Don Mega up top, and then Rocky on the bottom there. All right, sweet. Types are assigned for that one. So we live with that one a little bit later on. We'll see if we can sneak hockey in before. I'll go live with that and push Pokemon back. But let me fire up a new video and we'll go live with personals here. So I will see you in just a second for that. If those of you that have personals want to pop over to that one. So